After saving the town from bandits and king lizards, Rain and Kanade are celebrated and given great rooms. Rain is also immediately promoted to be E rank from the guild, and the small party buys food and better equipment with the reward money. They are given a room together, but Rain is embarrassed to share a room with Kanade. She trusts Rain to not take advantage of her, and he thinks she is too trusting. But she feels that she isn't normally this trusting, and she only trusts him because he has proven himself to be a valuable partner. They share the room that night, and Kanade reflects that cat spirits like her are so rare and powerful that humans always try to take advantage of them. And she is happy Rain treats her like a person and not an object. She also feels that even if he is not showing it, Rain must feel terrible for getting kicked out of his former party, and she resolves to do her best to make him happy. The two take small jobs until the guild assigns them an urgent mission to confront a troublemaker who is blocking an important bridge for the guild. The troublemaker will not let anyone pass through the bridge unless they are defeated in combat. And though they have not killed anyone, no one has been able to win against them. Rain and Kanade attempt to find information, but none of the defeated guild members want to talk about their defeat. They arrive at the bridge and are shocked to find that the troublemaker is a dragon girl named Tame. Dragons are an ultimate species and are always looking to improve their strength. And as a young dragon, she is searching for strong opponents to fight to become stronger. She challenges them to a battle, and through Rain's inherited power, he is able to block a single attack. Tanya uses her flames and lights Kanade's tail on fire, which makes the cat girl incredibly mad. They try to keep up with the dragon and ambush her at the same time, but she is able to fight them off and then blast them with her fire. Although the two barely escape, Rain realizes they cannot defeat the dragon in physical combat and must change strategies. He asks Kanade to buy him some time, and she engages the dragon in close combat. Kanade cannot beat Tanya in endurance, but Rain arrives with a swarm of birds that he had tamed. She becomes paralyzed, and Rain reveals that the birds actually have poisonous beaks that paralyze their opponents. Unable to fight, she surrenders and promises not to bother the bridge anymore, and Kanade pokes her into submission. They bring Tanya back to the guild, and they attempt to hide her true appearance, but she keeps attracting attention by challenging adventurers and showing off to kids. Outside the town, Tanya wonders why they aren't taking her captive, and the party tells her they just wanted her to leave the bridge alone. Satisfied with their answer, Tanya asks to join the party because if she travels with powerful people like them, she will be able to fight lots of strong opponents. They contract with each other, and Rain feels very lucky to be able to tame the ultimate species. Meanwhile, the heroes' party are struggling on their latest mission without Rain, as now they have to carry their own supplies and fight without good scouting and support. The hero decides that they should temporarily recruit Rain because he is a pushover, and then dump him again after the next mission. Rain signs them up for the next guild mission, which is to eliminate a swarm of slimes. Slimes are F-rank creatures, but they reproduce very fast. Kanade also hates fighting them, because her hand-to-hand combat means that she gets wet when fighting slimes. However, they run into trouble trying to find the swarm of slimes, so Rain decides they should search from the skies, because they can guard his body. He possesses a bird to help them scout. He finds out from them that the ability to transfer subconsciousness into animals is a very rare beast tamer trait. Soon they find the swarm of slimes, and Tanya wants to use the slimes as magic practice for Rain so that he can get better at casting combat magic. Although he is a strong tamer, Rain never had much talent for combat magic, but finds that he can cast enormous fireballs as he obliterates the slimes. And Tanya reveals that through their contract he has inherited her fire abilities. She encourages him to practice his fireballs, and she trains him harshly on his magic. Back at the guild, the town has gotten used to Tanya as the party has told everyone she is a dragon cosplayer. They also receive rewards for defeating the slimes, but because of Tanya and Kanade's appetites, they have to spend the money on food. Over dinner, Rain talks about his childhood growing up in a small village of beast tamers. He grew strong in the village and learned most of his powers from there. But when he was 12 years old, when he was out training, a horde of monsters attacked and destroyed his village, and he became the only survivor. Although he was rescued by adventurers, he became a poor orphan. When he grew up, the hero Arios recruited him, and until recently he thought they cared about him and were his first true friends. Kanade and Tanya cheer him up, and are angry at his behalf for how poorly his former party treated him, and Rain feels blessed to have them by his side. Their next mission is to eliminate a group of orcs, who are E-rank monsters who fight dirty and with weapons. The party is much stronger than the orcs, but Tanya's overconfidence causes her to be careless, and Rain has to tank a hit for her. Later, Tanya feels terrible for letting her guard down and tries to apologize, but Rain and Kanade are just glad that she wasn't hurt. That night, Tanya can't stop thinking about how kind the party is, and how easily Rain forgave her mistake. She finds herself beginning to have feelings for him, but denies them as the party retires for the night. The next day on the road, the party find themselves face to face with Rain's old party, led by the hero Arios. And this is all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.